of a product to our viewers or whoever's actually going through our content or our website?
So it comes again back to what you believe in, who you are, right? When you take Rotaract, service is a very important emotional aspect, and there's an emotional element to it. Whether it's a project based with childcare, education, or health, environment, I'm sure you'll find that more and more Rotaractors or youngsters want to join Rotaract because of your community project, because of your environmental based projects. Why is that? Because they believe that that is their purpose. You have, Benusha, have a focus. I like to believe in helping out the community, believe in helping out healthcare, or believe in helping educational projects. So through Rotaract or even your services which you are planning, I think there's an easy connection towards the human nature. And we being Sri Lankans, we have a strong bonding to a lot of emotional intelligence. And we are always, with a smile, we always want to help somebody. And Rotaract per se is actually the mantle which is actually carrying this forward. You as youngsters have understood this, and that leadership skills, those service orientational projects that you carry out actually can be creatively taken out to the larger community. And more that you talk about this, not through, yeah, maybe not through paid medium or through getting certain influences, the more you as ambassadors take this message across, people will realize that actually you are making an impact. And the more you talk about it, more people will think, oh, okay, Rotaract is there. Yes, it has been there for a while, but you should also, as a team, I think, come together and plan on what sort of messaging that needs to go out, and what sort of focus that you are focusing, on that quarter again, or that year. And I think PR professionals in Rotaract, I'm not saying it is an easy job, but again, going back to what I said, step aside back, identify where you want to go, what you want to achieve, set your targets, look at the tools available. Sometimes you might figure out you all don't need any paid for mediums at all. Word of mouth, networking, the network you have through Rotary and other organizations, and your membership. All of these are mediums and they are ambassadors. And I think for actors, that's a huge advantage.
So I think ultimately agreeing to what Ashan, Hamza, and Adin said, it's all about creating your story. It's all about giving out your story and making an impact and creating that emotional bond with your message and your consumers. So I think it all boils down to that as a whole. So I think with the questions that I had for the three panelists, I think we've answered all, and I think it was a very, very educational session. So let's just move on to the Q&A session, because I see a lot of comments coming, a lot of questions keep popping up through Zoom. So the first question is for Hamza from the Leo Club of Casbah. They would like to know that as a founder of Bro Page, how hard was it to create a new Facebook page, maintaining and keeping the viewer retention constantly without dropping, and how to attract unique viewers without paid promotion in Facebook?
Okay. Actually, creating page is not hard. So the answer is that answer is actually the easy task. If I even type the bro, there are 100 pages. Bro. So actually, me page එක හැදුවම සාමාන්‍යයෙන් to gain the first 10,000 like is really hard. Even for me, it took around 3 months to gain 10,000 likes because අපි මිනිස්සුන්ට කියන්නේ මෙහෙම page එකක් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා කියලා we have to inform them. ඒ කියන්නේ මේක ශාස්ත්‍රයක් බවට දෙයක් නම් so people මිනිස්සුන්ට දන්නවා page එකක් කරලා නේද මෙයා කියලා. This is not the platform like that. So ඒ කියන්නේ අපි මිනිස්සුන්ට බලෙන් හරි කියන්න වෙනවා we are creating a page. We are created a page. So to gain the first 10,000 likes, I think ඒ කියන්නේ Mark Zuckerberg page එකක් හදුවත් sometimes it will took 5-6 days to gain the 10,000 likes because again api again even Zuckerberg has to publish the post I have created a page please like this stuff so ඉතින් මුලදී again api again මම කරේ creating a post and I'm tagging my friends again මගේ Facebook list එකේ ඉන්න friends ගාව I'm tagging to the post so they will see this so even if they comment on the post එයාගේ යාළුවන්ට ඒක පේනවා එයාලා දකිනවා මෙන්න bro කියලා page එකක් ඇදලා so and they seeing the content and if they like they will like the page if they don't like the content they don't like the page as well so ඉතින් මුලදී ඉතින් ඒ කියන්නේ මිනිස්සුන්ගේ බැනුම් තා ඔහොම ටැග් කරන්න ඒවා but we have to do anything so ඉතින් එහෙම නැත්නම් ඔය ලොකු page කරන කට්ටියකින් ඒ කාලේදී එහෙම ලොකු page එකක් කියලා ලොකුට මුත් තිබ්බේ නැහැ but still the page admins we are sharing our post එයාගේ මම share කරනවා sometimes එයාගේ main share කරනවා so මුල් 10000 විතර likes ටික හදාගත්තට පස්සේ we don't have to do that ඒ කියන්නේ අපි මොකක් කරේ දාපු ගමන් ඒ ඉන්න 10000 මුල් ටිකේ ඉන්න 10000 ඇවිල්ලා set වෙන 10000 එන බොක්කෙන් එන 10000 කියන්නේ අපි මොන බැනලා දැම්මත් they will share that so ඊට පස්සේ ඔය engagement එක හදා ගන්නවා කියන එක actually not a hard task but ඔය මුල් ටික හදා ගන්න ඒ කියන්නේ so give up කරන්න එපා. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ යකෝ මේක like එක නෑනේ මොනවා කරලාත් කියලා එහෙම don't give up. Actually the මුල් ටිකේ තමයි මහන්සි වෙන්න තියෙන්නේ. So if you ඒ කියන්නේ ඒ hurdle එක pass කරා කියන්නේ so I think ඕන කෙනෙක්ට නිකන් ලොකු page එකක් හදාගන්න එක nothing task එකක් වෙනවා. So that is the idea.
So Hamza, I think this next question would be also ideal for you. Firstly, I'd like to apologize if I mispronounce any of your names. I'm really sorry in advance. So Hamza, there's a question from Diana Tresha. I hope I got that right. How often should we do paid sponsors on IG and FB?
මෙහෙමයි paid sponsorship කරනගේ they have two sides. ඒ කියන්නේ if we continuously do the paid sponsorship on the page the page ඒකට අනුව page එක design වෙනවා. So if we put a normal content it won't reach. ඒ කියන්නේ realistic එක ඒ කියන්නේ අපි ඒ කියන්නේ page if ඒ කියන්නේ මොකක් හරි දෙයක් අපිට ඒ කියන්නේ මේක කොහොම හරි ගොඩ දාගන්න ඕනේ කියලා හිතන වෙලාවට if we do the paid sponsorship then it will okay but ඒ කියන්නේ මේ හැම එකටම දාලා pay කරලා boost කරලා ගියාම වෙන්නේ page එකේ ඉන්න crowd එක හැදෙන්නෙත් එහෙම. ඒ කියන්නේ අර උන්ගේ wall එකේ පෙරෙන නිසා කරදරේට සමානව like දානවා. එහෙම මේක හැදෙන fan base එකක් not a quality fan base. So I think paid reach කියන එකට යන්න ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ content එක publish කරලා after 2 days or 1 day it's not reaching then you must go to the paid reach don't directly go to the paid reach if you are idea is going to the paid reach you won't create a good quality content because your idea is there මට මේක boost කරලා ගන්න පුළුවන් නේ like ටික so you might publish මොකක් හරි whatever the thing you ඔළුවට එන එක ටක් ටක් ගාලා ලියුවා you posting that and here සකබත් දුන්න $5 and you enter the button and boosting it so it's not actually a good way to do the campaign pay කරලා වැඩේ කරන until that you can't.
Thank you, Hamza. The next question is from Retractor Dulit, and he wants to know how you could allocate a budget for your customers that, and when it comes to your PR campaigns, the sort of where you get your customers involved in engagement, maybe related to that?
Right. I think it depends. Once again, it kind of depends on what your product or service is. So basically, we tend to, even many, like few hotels, they do this, whereas they, like, pick a random person and give them like a free stay or whatever. In that case, I don't think you need to have like a budget allocation. But then again, it's always nice to, like, if you look at a brand like these guys, selling insurance, they do this that Samaria thing every to play. So it kind of depends on what brand you are and what.
And your organization have your own set of portfolio, social media channels, as you say, or properties where you promote your stories. And corporates have also created certain different groups, certain different pages to get in to their target market's interests. For example, if it's a milk product, it can talk about nourishment. For example, if it's a motor vehicle product, can talk about different motor technology, new vehicles which are out there. Those are strategies that many corporates now use. And when it comes to advertising, advertisements and advertising is also a tool in public relations which you can use. Advertisements means that you are paying for that space and paying for that social media boost or paying for that influencer in getting things done. But when it comes to earned media, you rely on your relationships a lot, and you being a credible source of information also adds value, and that's the way it gets triggered, and that's why you see a lot of uh, shares being done again on news items. For example, Azam Amin is known as a credible source for news, and people like to share his news. Whereas you have BBC and other organizations as well, which you figure out why those things are not shared that much. But why does his content share continues to share a lot? It's an important insight that you can think of. Uh, Earn for media is something that you create over a period of time. As you build your credibility and trust with certain mediums or media organizations, that you get that support and encouragement from them.
Thank you, Ashan. So I guess that brings us to the end of our Q&A session. And before we wrap up things, I'd like to call upon Retractor Evelyn John, the president of the Rotaract Club of Velavata.
Special thanks goes out to our dynamic moderator, Rotaract Vinisha Devasurendra, for carrying out a very smooth session, and to all our participants for being here today. Last but not least, let me take this opportunity to thank my fellow host clubs, Rotaract Club of ACBT and Rotaract Club of University of Kelaniya, who have been working tirelessly to make this event a success. We all have experienced and witnessed that our Rotaract district always wants the best for us. Hence, this is not the end, guys. There will be another public relations workshop which will be subsequently carried out in the upcoming quarter. So stay tuned for more information. Once again, thank you very much for joining us today. Take care and stay safe.
Thank you, Evelyn. So to wrap things off, thank you to all our viewers and our panelists. It was a very informative and meaningful session with you all. I've been Ashan and Hamza. I learned a lot. I hope this is very beneficial to everyone who is watching. So I hope you all stay safe. Have a good evening.
You too. See you guys tonight. Bye-bye. Stay safe.
Good evening, and I would like to add, I would like to thank everybody, and it's great to be with Adin and Hamza and Anusha. Great job done. If anybody has questions about anything, I'm always reachable on social media, and I will drop my email as well. Make sure you all send in your questions. I'll be happy to support you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. I'll do the same as well. I'll drop my email address over here as well. Just get in touch with you guys if you need help.
Hamza, you can also drop your email.
You can contact me on Facebook or something. Yes.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you guys. Bye. Cheers.
Take care and stay safe.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.